seemed like a maybe it might be a shoot 'em up. I like the graphics on this here, same for the time. The music seems okay. Let's start. Continue with what? Nah, let me just start. Oh yeah, I'm gonna like this game, I think. Hold on, this is different. What's going on here? I find this game difficult to control. You're saying from the point of view. I thought it would be more like I didn't think it would be from this point of view, and I'm struggling to. Yeah, I'm struggling. Maybe if this was like, you know, like there was a remake of this kind of game or something like that. But how it is now, you're saying with this 8-bit graphics or with the limitation of the NES, you're saying. I'm just like really struggling. You know what I mean? And the D-pad is not really great for this. I don't think you're saying. It'd be good and better if it had why am I trying to kill the trying to kill them? I should just avoid those tanks. You're saying. What's going on here? Okay. Yeah, this is okay. It's easy enough to avoid the tank thing. This is like really kind of like start to hurt my eyes. Yeah, this. You can almost kind of. I don't know if motion sickness is the right word to use, but the building just seems to just appear from nowhere. You're saying, and then kind of like disappear. You're saying, and it's not good for my eyes. I can understand for the time. Oh. I can understand for the time how this game could have been good, you're saying, but for me, no, I'd rather skip on this game. But let me continue with this 8 minutes of gameplay. I forgot to put the timer on, you're saying, but it's okay. I put the timer on now. And there's no score on this, you're saying. So like. Again, trying to shoot those tanks or whatever you're saying seem like, what's the point? Because there's no score. It could just almost seem better just to avoid things. I'm slightly disappointed. Oh, yo, why couldn't they put a score there? You know what I mean? That could have made it interesting. Okay. Just go in a square. You know what I mean? Like normally after like about 4 minutes of playing, you're saying I kind of get into the game. You're saying if I didn't like it, but this game, I just like go in a square. I mean, and then you avoid them. Square, and you avoid them. Okay, that was kind of faster, but still good. Just go in a square. You know what I'm saying? That was just kind of harder, I guess, but not really. Yeah, that almost just seemed like it just came out from nowhere. Number of hits. Okay, at the end, that's when you got some scores. I mean, that now is more interest. It gets more interesting. I mean, but I swear it just like continued for however long, and then it can be fun. I mean, you want to try to get the highest score. You're saying? So it's not terrible. It's okay. But again, like if you're just playing by yourself, the only one thing that could make it better is to try to get the high score. But I don't know why it's not displaying the high score or the points you're saying. I tried to destroy the tanks or wherever they are, but I found it extremely difficult. I mean, so I'm just gonna do the square to avoid their shots. See, do the square. You don't have to do a square, but for me, doing a square like is the easiest. You're saying, or not the easiest, the most efficient as of right now. I guess my eyes kind of like get used to the building, kind of like just by almost ignoring them. The same. I still see them there, but they're not hurting my eyes as much. It's destroying the helicopters. You're saying it's your best option to get your points up, because trying to destroy them tanks, I mean, too dangerous. You're saying. See, look how close I was. You're saying. I don't know what that does. You're saying. See, square, just to avoid. Why don't the ones who pass you come around to try to get you? Square, square. Know what I mean? Do the square. You're saying. Square, square. Not much for me to say about this. Again, to get to try to beat the high score, whatever you're saying, that's when it's can be kind of like challenging. I mean, you're playing with your friend and you're thinking, saying on friends, be like, yo, I will get the high score. But I wonder if two people could play at the same time though. Then that would be more interesting. Know what I mean? Yes. The 8 minutes of gameplay's up. I mean, and playing with someone can make it more fun, but it's not a terrible game. It's okay. It just it lacks certain things that I would like to see. I would like to see the score, you know what I'm saying, and the hits that I've got on screen, not until at the end. I mean, that could make it more better, you're saying, and more like, oh damn, you're saying I need to get 100 and whatever it hits, and it's clearly on screen. Now I mean, so you could see your progress as you go along. But what it is, it's not terrible. It had a few things that I think it could improve on. Until next time though.